I was given this nice and sturdy tripod made by Cullmann in Germany, and it's probably a lot better than this Chinese made POS that I have been using so far. There's just one little problem. Unfortunately, the quick change adapter plate that mounts the camera to the tripod is missing. This here is the one from my regular tripod, and as you can see, it's not even close to fitting. So let's try and make one from this piece of aluminium square stock. So freaking slow. Let go. Finally, I think I need a new saw blade. Let's see, that looks like about 8 mm thick or deep. So that's about 3 mm left to remove. I made this about 9 mm thick to give me some extra space to countersink the screw that I bought. .42 mm. These sides are also a bit tapered inwards, but I'm not going to bother with that. Grinding aluminium is such a nasty business. All you get is dust, not one spark. Maybe I should invest in one of those small band saws. I glued on 2 pieces of aluminium to protect the work from the grip of the jaws, and I scribed on this line here that represents the 42mm mark. I need to move the camera because it's too much in my way. Dialing in a bit of a cut using the compound slide. Okay, that's locked. I'm ready. Safety glasses. I always forget those. I'm almost on the line. That should do it. I can always file off a little bit on the edge there. I took it out and measured it, and it's more than half a millimeter too big, so I decided to take another cut. I think the carriage moved a little. I didn't lock it up. Yeah, it definitely moved. I can see, I shouldn't lie, but it actually looks like it is a little bit bowed. It also sounded like the cuts were getting lighter. And again, here we go. That's probably a lot better. One of the aluminium plates came off. I could hear it snap loose when I tightened up the jaws. Well, that's not a bad fit on both sides, so at least it's nice and parallel. Lots of dogs barking tonight. I wonder if you guys can hear it off camera. Oh, something escaped. A couple of springs. There they are. They didn't get far. Oh, probably also 42. Maybe a bit more. And it hot. It's probably melting the rubber pads. Well, they're shit anyway. A lot less dust when you take your time. I gotta make a mental note of that. Alright, same deal as before. Safety glasses. Oh. Damn, now I have to wait till I can flip it over to do the other side. Maybe it'll fall off. What do you know? This might work. And there it was. Perfect. Yeah, it'll take a while. Alright, a good moment to stop for today and maybe do a little editing before it's bedtime. I used my pocket knife to scrape off the CA glue, and well, that didn't improve the surface finish. I tried paint thinner, but that didn't work. Wait, another crappy marker. Pretty close. And again, I glued on some jaw protection. At some point I should really make some jaw protectors that will slide over the hardened metal jaws. Whoa, definitely some room for improvement. Look at this. That's as close to perfection that I will ever get. Beautiful. Of course, if that punch mark is off by a millimeter, then it's pretty far from okay. But it still shouldn't be a problem. This tripod screw that I bought is a little thicker than 6mm. So I'm really hoping that this 6mm drill bit will make an oversized hole. I think it will, because most of the drill bits I have usually make an oversized hole. And this one was reground by me, so I guess that will increase the chance of a bigger hole. Nope. I guess I could force it through. Not sure if that's a good idea. I found a 6.3mm drill bit, and that's probably better than forcing the thread through the aluminium adapter plate. I guess it's still not an adapter plate, but hopefully it is going to be. That's it for today. Tomorrow evening I'll continue. I'm going to check YouTube now and see if there are any new entries in the spare room tool making competition, because that's what I'm going to enter with this video if I get this done. So the next step is to bore out the hole so I can fit the head of this fancy tripod screw that I bought. I need to go 4mm deep and about 16mm wide. That should be close. I don't think it is sitting flush. Yep. I think I should also chamfer the outside to make it easier to get the screw out. Damn it. Let's see how this works. Very close, but just deep enough. And that works a lot easier. Alright, good result. Moving on. That's one. Or is it two? Yeah. Just got myself a cup of tea. Number 3. And number 4. Beautiful. According to big data, acetone is the stuff to use to remove CA glue. So let's give this a try. A bit more. And now we wait. It took a while, but I believe most of the CA glue is gone. I did speed things up by using this brush, but at least there's no more damage from my pocket knife. I will now show you how I determined this angle here, and I'm assuming it's the same as this one. I think that's a pretty safe bet. I'm using this ruler to create a flat surface, and then using the protractor scale I'm measuring this angle here, and that's 120 degrees. So the opposing angle here is 60 degrees, and so is that angle. So it's 60 degrees, not 45. So far this has been a pretty straightforward job, but now comes the interesting bit. I'm going to try and cut those tapers or dovetail using a fly cutter on the lathe. I set the correct angle using the protractor, and I use this engineering square to check if the workpiece is still sitting vertical, and I'm using a little piece of copper to protect the aluminium from the clamp. Oh, and I also super glued the workpiece to the tool post. I hope this will prevent it from moving. So I think I'm ready to screw this up. So let's start the old Allen Bradley frequency drive and listen to the wonderful harmonic noises of 30-year-old electronics. I also super glued the protractor a little bit. A little tighter. Alright, this might get interesting. You know, this might actually work. Looking good so far. Still plenty of time left to screw things up. Who needs a milling machine? Not me. I think I'm pretty much there. Looks good. I'll take one more very light cut. Well, that looks pretty nice, right? Well, I think it looks nice. And to be honest, I don't care what the rest of the world thinks. I guess I shouldn't have said that. Sorry. I'll run a file over here and then I'll see how it fits. Look at that. It's a perfect fit. Beautiful. I can live with it. Alright, I'm ready to go again. Forty-two 3/8. 4230. 4237. My readings are a bit random, but that's probably because I have the calipers at an angle. I think I will take it off now and do a test fit. Better be sure than take off too much material. Completely loose. So the super glue let go. Yes, I look at the part. There are some sharp edges, so I'll file those off and then do a test fit. Let's find out how this fits. Locking it in place. That looks good. I don't feel any play. It's a good thing I didn't remove any more material. Well, now I'm going to do some finishing touches and then this thing is done. Look at this. Teeth are all gone. Fucking piss steel Chinese blade. It actually says Half-Tech Germany on the packing material. Yeah, I'll try another one, as I don't have anything better. New blade, and it's the same as the old. Apparently it's professional hardened steel. Well, we'll see about that. Here we go again. Well, at least we're cutting. I can see a little wear on the teeth, but that might also be the paint missing. This here is some padding material you can glue underneath chair legs to prevent damaging the floor. And I'm hoping it will be perfect for this job. I will stick this in the vise for a while the camera battery charges. And now it's time for the fiddly part. Stupid thing. It's completely bent over backwards. Let's try again. I could not get it any tighter. Worthless. Let's try the other knife that was in the same set. I didn't cut through it. I don't like this part of the project. An acceptable result. You know, this padding material might actually be tougher than aluminium. Perfect. That little E-clip will prevent the screw from getting lost, And I think I'm ready now. I should have used a smaller washer, that would have looked nicer. One last look at the finished article before it forever disappears into the tripod. I can already tell you that this little latch here is pretty useless. Screwdriver works much better. It's also not in the way of a camera recording. Besides, you don't need to do this that very often. Done. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good result. With this new adapter plate, I can now open up the battery door and take out the battery. Before, the door opened up this far, and I could just take out the memory card, but not the battery. This will save some time in the long run. Now that I have two functioning tripods, I can start using two cameras to shoot my videos if I want. Although this one here seems to be missing the video record button. Perhaps I should get myself one of those nifty GoPros. Well, oops, that wasn't the plan. Now please don't tell me you can buy one of these for €5 on eBay, because that's not something I want to know. I started making this video for the tool making competition, but when I realized it was getting way too long, I also made a short unnarrated video of the same project. After all, there is no need to bore and torture the judges longer than absolutely necessary. Anyway, that's it for me. Till next time.